Most businesses track SEO the wrong way. They build a list of 25 to 50 keywords for their website, and then they put those keywords into a rank tracking tool like SEMrush or Ahrefs, and then every month they check the report. A few keywords move up, a few move down, and a bunch of them don't move at all. And then they think, well, SEO must not be working. But here's the problem. That report only shows the keywords that you hoped to rank on Google for, but it doesn't show you all the keywords that Google's actually ranking you for. And that's where a lot of businesses miss their biggest SEO opportunities. So today I'm going to show you the better way to track keywords and give you a solution for doing it yourself. So let's go. Hi, I'm Matt with BKA Content. We're a 7-figure SEO agency that's helped hundreds of businesses build SEO content strategies that bring in more traffic, leads, and sales. And in this video, I want to show you a better way to think about SEO tracking. Because tracking your main keyword list, it isn't bad. Position tracking has its place, and we do it for almost every one of our clients. But if that's the only way that you're measuring your SEO progress, you're probably missing a much bigger picture. The smarter way to track SEO, especially if you're new and just trying to grow, is to actually track your performance by web page on your site, not just by the keywords you hope to rank for, because every single page on your site is giving you data. Your homepage, your service pages, your location pages, your guides, your resources, and your blog posts. Every single one of those pages can rank for way more keywords than just a single keyword phrase that you might have been tracking. And once you understand that, SEO becomes less confusing and you can find so many more wins. So to start out, let's first talk about why traditional keyword tracking falls short, and I'll show you why tracking by web page is the better option. Most SEO campaigns, they start with a keyword list, and that makes sense. Keyword research gives you insight into terms that are potentially winnable and also bring in monthly search volume. So for instance, if you were a local business, you might have targeted keywords like best plumber in Denver, emergency plumber in Salt Lake City, roof installation in Dallas. Those keywords usually relate to a main service that you offer on your site, and then you take those keywords and you put them into a position tracking campaign in SEMrush, Ahrefs, or another keyword ranking tool. With a position tracking campaign, you can see whether or not those keywords move up or down or not at all. And again, that's not wrong. But the problem with this method is it only answers one question. Are we ranking for the exact keywords that we picked to rank for? But that's not the only question you should be asking. The better question is, what keywords plural is Google going to reward this page with? Because that's the data that helps you find opportunity. I have so many examples of our own website and websites that we've worked on for clients where we intended to rank for a certain keyword or subset of keywords with a page. But rather than just only tracking that keyword we hope to win, instead we tracked the web page itself to see all the keywords that Google was telling us it ranked for. There were many pages that didn't rank for the intended keyword, but they ranked for other really highly relevant keywords that were also super beneficial to us or our clients. And knowing that information, we could go back into that page, re-optimize it around that keyword that was already ranking, and almost always found a better result doing it that way versus trying to go back and rank for the initial keyword we targeted. Because sometimes the keyword that you wanted to rank for isn't ranking yet, but the page might be ranking for 10, 20, 30, 50 other keywords that are highly relevant, highly related, and can lead to much easier SEO wins. Let me give you a real world example. We've done a lot of work with using YouTube for SEO, and so we built a blog post about YouTube keyword tips. And you can see right here, this was our main keyword that we targeted for the page, and this was the one that we were hoping to win. So on this sheet, you can see we have the primary keyword position, which means that this keyword ranked number 58 in Google, which at first glance is great. We got it to rank, it's number 58. Traditional SEO would tell you, well, just watch that ranking and see if it goes up and down over time. When you do an SEO campaign and you build a piece of content, it can be a lot of work. If you're using AI, you have to prompt the AI correctly to bring in branding and tone and valuable information. And then there's editing, adding images, alt text, metadata, publishing, and also promoting on your social media. So rather than only tracking the success of that piece of content by a single keyword, cast a wider net. And that's where tracking by URL or by web page is so important. So in this example, we could have been happy with YouTube keyword tips, number 58, not high enough to get traffic, but also a fairly good starting point. But if you dig a little bit deeper and you see the actual keywords this page is ranking for, it tells a whole different story. So over here on this side, I have a section where we can actually pick this URL and see every single keyword that it's ranking for. So if I click on this, you can see that it ranks for 19 different keywords. And here here is that keyword that we were targeting, YouTube keyword tips, okay? Ranked number 58, has a search volume of 260, which is probably why we picked it, and a keyword difficulty right smack in the middle of 50, between 0 and 100. But when I look at all the keywords that it ranks for, check this out. Up near the top, we rank number 5 for how to add keywords to YouTube videos. This has a search volume of 50, which isn't a ton, but it's a very specific term. There's a high intent to want to learn that exact thing, and also a lower keyword difficulty, so it is an easier win. And if you start looking through all the keywords here, you'll start to see some patterns. So this how to add keywords to YouTube videos, it shows up here, a variation shows up here, it shows up here as well. But based on what Google's telling me, we actually wrote a blog about how to add keywords to YouTube videos versus YouTube keywords tips. And this is where seeing what the data is showing you can help you decide a new direction for this piece. So that's exactly what we did. We went back to this article and we re-optimized it around how to add keywords to a YouTube video. And we were able to increase those rankings much faster than if we had gone back and tried to force it to rank for YouTube keywords tips. And let me show you what it looks like to track from the web page side, but also track your main keywords you're targeting. Again, we're looking at the tool that we actually use here at BKA Content to track SEO campaigns for our clients. This is called the new SEO content tab. So this is where we would put any new web page or blog or any new piece of content on the website that we were hoping to rank for a specific keyword. So the way that we set it up, first thing we see is the URL. This is the page that we built. Here's when we built it. Here's the main term that we hoped to win, but then we're going to provide room for all the data of what Google's actually telling us it ranked for. And then over on the right-hand side, we can plug in each individual URL and see all the different keywords that that URL ranks for. And now we have all the tools that we need to make really smart SEO decisions on a page-by-page basis. And if you're newer to SEO, tracking your SEO progress this way makes all the difference in the world. Because realistically, your site is not going to rank for those biggest, most competitive keywords. You need to find early wins and see what Google starts to associate with your website. And as you start ranking for these long tail keywords, maybe not the ones you intended, you can build off that momentum and start getting SEO wins all along the way. And if you want help finding these opportunities on your website, head on over to bkacontent.com. You can request a free site content audit to highlight your performing pages and show you where your biggest SEO opportunities lie. Or if you'd rather learn how to do this yourself, join our SEO Digital Marketing Academy on SKOOL. Inside the community, you'll get access to this exact tool I showed in this video, as well as courses showing how to use it. You'll also be able to interact with other engaged community members, business owners, and agency owners just like yourself, and even participate in video Q&As with expert SEO strategists from BKA Content. So click the link below and join our community today. And if you like that video, be sure to like, subscribe, and follow our channel so you'll be notified every time we put out content like this. And if you're chomping at the bit to start optimizing pages already, then watch this video right here where I go over start to finish how to use keywords in your content for SEO. And we'll see you over there.